Hello, everybody. It is getting close to mid-afternoon here, but well, not mid-afternoon. Let's see. Let's check the studio time. It is actually 1:04, as I put it right here. So, it is currently noon. You are standing here in the studio. Here you can see the radar behind me. I was running it through my files, and I thought, you know, why do we just have to do weather? I mean, so a little bit of backstory for it. It all started when my first fear. So this all happened out of fear of tornadoes. First of all, just a little backstory. I was on the highway, and I believe I was like 4 or 5, and I was with I think my grandma and my cousin. My cousin was very much younger than me, probably about 4 months or something. I have no clue. It's too far back, but anyway, there was a tornado just out in the field, to the left of the highway. Um, Looked like an EF3 from what I'm picturing in my head right now. And that just went off signal. We'll be right back. There we go. Anyway, so it looked like an EF3 or EF4 by the way I was picturing it. I think it was like EF2, maybe EF3. Anyway, we were driving down the interstate, and driving down the highway, and there was this bank over on the highway. So we stopped there, and we took shelter down in the vault. I remember I was just sitting there wondering what the hell was going on, And then the storm passed, and we left. But I mean, after that kind of scarred me. And then there was one time where I was living back in a townhome here in Lincoln. I think I'm not gonna give the exact location, but it was somewhere near Chateau. Not giving which location of Chateau that is, because I still kind of live at that Chateau. So, anyway, so then there was a tornado warning. Then I was kind of going up to my room for bed, and all of a sudden the sirens kind of go. If you're wondering, because this is displaying all the weather stories on this TV right here. That's why it's flashing different colors on my face. Anyway, then I heard the sirens go off outside, and so yeah, then we took shelter over in our laundry room. We also had this new dog. I think her name was Becca. I don't know, something like that. Yeah, that's not important to the story. It's just a dog. She was kind of rowdy. She ran into the door. She headbutted into the door of the bathroom a few times, which only made me fear a lot of things a lot worse. I have no idea why that TV's muted. It's probably because the remote's hooked up to the same ones. Anyway, I'm not going to bother hooking that back up. But then, so then the tornado passed, I was freaking out. I was paranoid. I could barely go to sleep that night, because I was worried that maybe another tornado would just come out of nowhere, all kind of scary, Then it didn't really happen. It actually took a break for a while. Then 2020 happened. Now, and the previous story was in 2019, I think. So 2020 came around, and I'm over here doing stuff, and all of a sudden there's a tornado watch, and I'm just like, okay. I was a bit paranoid of what was happening, so then I was like watching weather radar and watching the news the rest of the day. I was about to go to sleep. It was like 9 o'clock, and then all of a sudden, my mom, I think, came into my room or something and said, there's a tornado warning. And so I was staying upstairs and I was watching the news, and it said how there was a rotation just in South Lincoln. And I was really, really paranoid that if it touched down, it was going to, like, come through this area or something. I should have learned by now that Lincoln here is less of a tornado prone area than any other place here in Nebraska. It's actually, I believe, it is supposed to be well, because Lincoln's in a bowl, you know, so, I mean, here, let me turn it this way a bit. So, I mean, like, you know, there's not, you still can't see, whatever. There's not much tornadoes that can pass through here because, you know, we're kind of in a bowl down here. So, I mean, tornadoes rarely come through here. But yeah, and so then it was like very off and on. It was still like that for, I don't know, maybe 2 hours by then. And then I think it dissipated. But the thing is, no matter where you are here in Nebraska, that's one thing. Be prepared for tornadoes. That's why I always have the catchphrase, don't be scared, be prepared. And I definitely didn't take that from Ryan Hall, y'all. Okay, you know what? Moving on. Actually didn't know. I kind of take it for myself too. I mean, everybody kind of uses it. Every meteorologist can use it. I don't think it's like life or death. You're gonna get copyright or anything. It's not like he copyrights his own phrases. Okay. But yeah. I don't know why I'd add that. Anyway. So, cutting down to the rest of that, because that's going to bring our video to about 10 minutes already. And this video is already 7 minutes. So, anyway, the reason I started this channel was out of fear of tornadoes. And then I kind of adapted to them. And now I'm not so scared of tornadoes, rather than anything else. So, yeah, tornadoes ain't my fear anymore. Ain't my fear. They aren't my fear anymore. And that's, I don't know. So, obviously, yeah. I mean, I cover a lot of tornado warnings. Sometimes they can, you know, get on my nerves, you know, start to creep up behind me, and I get a little paranoid of what's going to happen. But other than that, I think that my fear of tornadoes is over. So yeah, I think, honestly, hurricanes or earthquakes or tornadoes, floods, still dangerous. But I mean, tornadoes not as bad as earthquakes, hurricanes, massive floods, stuff like that, you know. Floods, I don't really think are that dangerous either, as long as they aren't that high. But you can reconnect, please. I don't want white being shined in the camera. I feel like, yeah, the lens is not doing that good. Trying to, I don't know. Tell me down in the comments if it's alright. Actually, don't, because I'll probably just rewatch the footage. But comment down below in the comments if you think we should start a news channel. Either that or I can just do some news with the weather forecast here on this channel, and I could just make a better name. If I were to make a news channel, it would probably be Action News or something like that. KB News, I think that's just, I don't know, that doesn't just stick with me. KB News probably won't. But yeah, here, let me just turn this on. There we go. I don't know why my hand was in there. Should have given me enough time. Anyway, so yeah, that's my idea. I may end up making a news channel. I just turned you on. But yeah, may also just have news here on this channel. Comment down below what you think. If we should just keep it for weather here, or if we should just make some forecasting and some news all in the same thing. If I get up to at least, I'll say 30 votes down in the comments, I will do it. And the reason I'm not putting up a poll for this is because, sadly, apparently I have too many channels. Well, at least I used to. For some of you been watching my previous ones, you've seen the Wheelock Fire Alarm God channel. You've seen Caleb and Blake's gaming channel. And we actually do have a new channel that I think I'm probably going to switch to the news channel if we get that many votes. But thank you all for watching, and please vote down in the comments. Hopefully I can get that feature fixed, so I can actually do some just polls in the future. And if you all like the KB Weather 8.0 trailer, go ahead and like and subscribe, please. We got a lot of things to do here. And we actually, if we get to 50 or 500 subscribers in the future, maybe we can start live streaming on YouTube rather than Twitch. So if you're watching this and you have a red subscribe button, go ahead and click that. Make it gray and say subscribed on it. Oh, and while you're at it, go ahead and like our videos. If you really like our videos, I would please recommend liking our videos. And maybe soon we could just stream on YouTube rather than Twitch. So, you know. Why is that? I don't know. So, you know, I don't have to stream on Twitch anymore. We can actually stream from our channel. So, yeah. If you're watching this, like and subscribe. Alright, everybody. Thank you all for watching. I have a video to edit. Have a nice day.